All right, and now we are officially welcoming you in live to the EIF Network. Of course, as always, I'm your host, EIF owner Carney. We are here tonight because it is a super show, and it makes it even more spectacular because we're going to be doing it all live on the network. This isn't like what you've seen on some of our regular show broadcasts where we're only broadcasting one, maybe two matches a night. We're covering the whole show as if it was a pay-per-view in anticipation for our upcoming pay-per-view, and that is, of course, SummerSlam, just 6 days away, or I guess I should say 6 nights away. And it's going to be, again, live here on the EIF Network, an all-day, all-night event. But kicking us off here on the first half of our Super Show is Superstardom episode number 257. Tyrant in action against somebody that has not competed on Superstardom in quite some time. But he is ready to make an impact. He'll have to pass the dead man. The following contest is our opening match of the evening and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing The Undertaker from Houston, Texas. This is Tyrant Hunt. Tyrant Hunt from Houston, Texas, and also in no man's land right now. And Undertaker hails from Death Valley, where that's where he resides. As his SummerSlam plans are up in the air right now, but we're hoping that as time passes, we can get the answers to where Tyrant falls on that card sooner than later. And of course, with only 6 days left, one would imagine there won't be a whole lot of time left before a decision is made. Tyrant Hunt looking for an opportunity tonight to showcase his talents, and obviously it seems like he's not going to be the guy that many people thought there was an opportunity that we would be seeing Tyrant go one-on-one with Frost at SummerSlam for the Undisputed Superstar Championship, a title that Tyrant's been circulated around for the last couple months here, but Tyrant has fell short numerous times. And he must climb that ladder again. Speaking of ladder, don't forget this Saturday, one of the many highlights listed for SummerSlam is the EIF Fatal 4-Way Extreme Distortion Money in the Bank ladder match, featuring Brutality, Ratluck, Prismatic Nebula, and of course Aaron. Meanwhile, Tyrant shifts his focus to here and now, but look who Tyrant has to face. Kicking things off on a Super Show. Well, it is called a Super Show for a reason. Fittingly so, he would be here. Introducing his opponent, representing the Animal, Batista from Connecticut. He is Legend Killer Legend Killer, as confirmed by the EIF Twitter account, has been the named challenger to go one-on-one with the Undisputed Superstar Champion Frost at SummerSlam. And many were wondering who, but I think now that they have that answer, their next question is why? Why is Legend Killer coming to Superstardom? Why is he making an attack on the Superstar Champion Frost? Frost and Legend have not had anything to do with each other in months. The last time these two fought was in one of Fear's Reality's pre-main events, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was January 31st. So it's been over half a year since these two have went one-on-one with each other. They both went their separate ways, but apparently Legend Killer now sees gold in the path, and they are competing in a death match come SummerSlam. Tyrant Hunt, you have to think, is got to be looking for vengeance in some way. He may feel somewhat robbed of the fact that he isn't going one-on-one with Frost. I might want to mention that both Tyrant and Legend Killer have one-on-one victories over Frost, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. But for the time being, of course, as I mentioned, with both superstars having victories over the other, you have to, or both superstars having victories over Frost, you have to wonder where is Frost's confidence, especially knowing that he's going up against Legend, which a lot of people would speculate to believe that he's going to be the more difficult opponent of the two. And we may be taking about a 10-second break here on the broadcast as we get set to re-invite our competitors to the party. We're having some technical difficulties behind the scenes, so to speak. So we will be right back again, guys. Give us just 10 seconds and we'll get things set up. All right, we're back, guys. Hopefully that wasn't too long for you. Just a few brief moments there as we try to recollect the party that we lost in the midst of those entrances with competitors set to compete tonight. Another match we have coming up here on the Superstardom half of our Super Show, which as scheduled to end at 7. We have the United States champion beat down in the arena. He's looking to defend his championship for the first time in a couple of weeks here, and it'll be the last time before SummerSlam. So whoever walks out tonight as the victor of that U.S. title match is walking into SummerSlam to defend that title this Saturday. In the meantime, now we have our competitors back, and we are getting set for this opening match here on Superstardom, the first of 2 shows on tonight's full Super Show live on the EIF network. Invites have been sent. Want to remind everybody, technical difficulties can occur during broadcasts, although we do our best to normally prevent them. They are at all times possible, as are technical difficulties outside of the broadcast that may impact what happens on air. We ask that you be patient with us throughout the duration of tonight's evening and enjoy the entertainment. WWE main event. This will be the arena for both shows here tonight. And we mentioned with it being Super Show and using the arena main event. Well, this is a main event caliber match right now. Batista and Undertaker was actually one of the WrestleMania main events, I should say, co-main event. It wasn't the final match, but that was at WrestleMania 23, and that was one heck of a match. And, of course, Legend Killer and Tyron, 2 pretty well-known names. Tyron Hunt, a lot of people would argue maybe he's a household name now. He's been here for a couple of years, certainly has his feet wet in the league, but he hasn't really won that elusive main event championship. He's struggled pretty much every time he's had the chance, which isn't good for Tyron. Legend Killer, on the other hand, well, he hasn't won a world championship in 7 years, but of those 7 years, and before that time where Legend had left, he was on a tear through EIF, arguably the league's top talent at the time of the end of 2008, heading in and for the first quarter of 2009. But Legend came back with a mean streak this year. He's got a lot of credible victories over people, and Legend has no championships to show for it so far in 2015. But when you look, he's only had a few championship matches, and they've all been for main event gold. Legend Killer is not trying to settle for anything less. He has beaten Intercontinental Champion, a former Intercontinental Champion, Tripod, I should say. So he's proven that he is able to win mid-card titles. Legend is not going to be satisfied from that. He is a main eventer. He is a Hall of Famer as of March of this year. And so he's shooting for the top. And now, as I said, shooting for Frost. And just a few moments ago during the entrances, people were wondering for weeks, including Frost, who was his opponent going to be. The rumor was it was going to be a one-on-one match, and so people began naming off opponents that Frost may have fought. Now, Frost has been doing his fair share of success lately over the last couple of weeks. Of course, he's 2 weeks lifted from one of the biggest nights in his career where he defeated Brutality and Tyron in a triple threat at victory votes to be able to claim this undisputed Superstardom championship he currently holds. But aside from that, he's also been really successful in a couple of one-on-one victories that he's had. But even Frost, although it didn't let his performance, or it didn't deter his performance not knowing who his opponent was, now he knows. Now it's Legend Killer. It was just confirmed, I believe, about 24 hours or so ago, and confirmed first on Twitter at EIF Network, which you can follow us now. But the question now that everybody wants to know is why? And first off, it's a death match, so, I mean, the stakes just got that much bigger. Not only is it for the Superstardom Championship, not only is it Frost and Legend Killer, 2 2015 Hall of Fame inductees, but now it's a death match, and it's going to be Batista and Randy Orton. That is confirmed. The superstars that are EIF superstars themselves represent. It's confirmed now for SummerSlam, not just for those, because of our 1 week pay-per-view trade policy. But it's going to be really interesting. And as I mentioned earlier, last time that we saw Legend off with Frost was at back on January 30th of this year. One heck of a match. And Legend won. So, Lady Luck is not on Frost's side. However, credit to the champion in saying that Frost has made a huge skill transition between the in January to where they're going to be fighting this Saturday. I mean, Frost has gotten a lot better. He's shown it through talent, shown it through victories, and of course, he has certainly helped us. Had a network technical difficulties. This is one of a couple that we're seeing early on, and we certainly hope that it will not continue. We're going to give it one more try, but we may have to stop after this and shift to a different match. We do understand that Legend is on a time schedule. You can't always have the A-listers here for too long. 15 minutes of fame is about what we can do. So we'll give this one final try, and again, we do sincerely apologize to our viewers right now. Not sure why it's happening so rapidly here and early on, but we are trying to roll with it. So, and hopefully we won't have these kinds of issues this Saturday, although this Saturday is a 12-hour event, and we want to remind you that as well, because it's going to be beginning at noon Eastern Time and slated to end at midnight. We are planning for 2 one-hour intermissions at some point throughout the broadcast, so just an FYI to all of you that we will be taking 2 momentary breaks, I guess you could say, or delays throughout the broadcast on Saturday. Tonight we are not planning for any. Although, okay, Burning Tree, why are you joining this game? And I apologize to our viewers, but somebody's in the party that shouldn't be. So, yep, you're not Tyron Hunt, man. You have to listen to directions, okay? Your name isn't even close to that, so you should not have joined that. Either way, guys, we are remaking the game once more. And the only people that should be joining are the gamer tags Legend Killer and Tyron Hunt. Did you do that, Ratlock? Okay. Typically, I tend to speak in character, not out of character. So, my condolences to the viewers right now. But just a little hectic early on. Not what we like to see at the start of a broadcast, but they are things that happen, and we've seen fantastic broadcasts in the past, such as Vengeance. People remember that one as just awesome connection. And then there have been broadcasts like this. Although it's too early to necessarily call this one a bust yet, but just want to remind everybody that this will more than likely be the last attempt we're going to make at this match. So guys, if this match does not load, we're going to more than likely have to replace Legend Killer, and we'll find out once things happen here, but we're just going to try and go with things and hope for the best here on a super show, which we're hoping gets a little better after a not-so-super start. Just so people know, again, a reiteration doing tonight. A super show, not like fight. It somewhat ties into it for those that know what fights. It features both Extreme Distortion matches with the in-game characters from Superstardom, as well as the characters from ED or Extreme Distortion. Normally, pay-per-views are like that, but it's not a pay-per-view. Tonight, we are doing Superstardom, the show Superstardom from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., followed by the show Extreme Distortion from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hence it being a super show. Really, it's, 2 shows in one night, but a little fancy name, of course. I guess super isn't really that fancy. So, whatever. A bigger word, a bigger name, and, it is a bigger event. And the plans were to the entire 4 hours in both shows here on the network, which is the first time we would be streaming a super show, and it would be the first time since EIF Tour back in late June that we would be streaming just regular show. But unfortunately, as you guys can see, we're at the mercy of both internet in this house and game quality and servers in 2K, which are not the best. So at this point, we're just hoping the bar is, I believe, right around the same area it was the last network error, so hopefully that's not going to happen this time. And if we ever get quiet on the broadcast, just want to let you guys know we're just all kind of sitting through it, scratching our heads and whatnot, trying to make sure that this is going to work out. We're hoping that it's going to work out, not just for our viewers' sake, but for the sake of our own personal entertainment. And of course, the competitors here are happy that you're tuning in, but they also want to compete as well. They're competitors for a reason, they're superstars for a reason, and at a super show, you would expect nothing less. The bar is currently at Adrian Neville's, well, about to be at his fingertips. It's starting to move a little bit more. And if you've watched past EIF broadcasts, you know the loading bar, not only just a struggle, but something I feel completely unnecessary in our next game. And hopefully they get rid of it because the other two people can't even see the loading bar. So what is the point in giving an estimated duration of wait time when not every competitor can see it? And we also want to remind you, though, in the meantime, just a couple of things is don't forget to follow us here on TV. We mentioned Twitter earlier, but you can follow us here. We already have over 100 followers, over 1,000 channel views, and the EIF broadcasting began here on the network with our account back in mid-April, but prior to that, of course, EIF has been around. For most of the people that know that, EIF has been around for about 8.5 years. It'll mark 8 years, 6 months officially on the 18th of this month. So just 16 days away from that. Who knows? We might end up having a show that day. Not sure yet. And also, we want to remind you guys, check out this Twitch page, because if you're one of those people that has been watching EIF Network for a couple of months now, or a few broadcasts over the course of the last few weeks, you should notice a few changes and modifications to our Twitch page, giving it a little bit of something extra. We've got some rules. We also have a URL in there for you guys if you'd like to visit the EIF website. I will warn any incoming viewers on the website that we are currently a couple weeks out of date, so we do apologize for that inconvenience. But we will be updating those once we get an opportunity, so you can still find out other information there. Superstar pages, view career statistics for players, chat with people on the Extreme chat board, and find out about some of your inquiries if you would like to join EIF. You can find that information there. Of course, if you have an Xbox One, which you must have an Xbox One in order to join Extreme International Fighting, and that is simply by just, if you don't want to go on the website, add me as a friend. You see my gamer tag there on the left side of your screen representing Adrian Neville. That's EIF owner Carney. And you can add me as a friend and send me a message here on Xbox One if you are interested in joining EIF. Currently on 2K15, headed to 2K16, and I'm very happy that we are. We certainly need to get off of this game as soon as possible if we can. And currently the last scheduled date for EIF on 2K15 is the EIF Fight the Fate pay-per-view, another event that will be saw here on the EIF network, and that is going to be live on Saturday, October 17th. October 17th is scheduled to be the final date for EIF here on 2K15. We are moving to 2K16, which releases in the United States on Tuesday, the 27th of that same month, October, and EIF will begin in early November. An official start date has not yet been confirmed for when EIF's first event on 2K16 will be, but as I said, expect it to be early November. We will at least be taking the first opening week of the WWE 2K16 game release for players to not only get a chance to practice and get accustomed to the game. Of course, we know not everybody can get the game on day one, so we want to allow time, give it a couple days grace period for people to be able to get that game, as our loading bar is at the midway point of the Versus logo. Typically, the second half doesn't take as long to load as the first half. That could be wrong, so I do not want to mislead anybody here on the stream, but we also want to ask that both our competitors in the match make sure that if they still have their Twitch apps opened at all, if they are using the Xbox One Twitch app, that they not only close it, but quit out of their Twitch app in order to ensure better connection possibility, quality, and loading, yes, which has become one of the most important things here on 2K15, the loading bar. Now, throughout our Super Show, I want to let everybody know that right now, the United States Championship is the only title set to be defended. Every other championship should be set or have set matches already. The Intercontinental Championship, that has a new champion in Midnight Mayfire, does not have a set champion, I should say. Or, I'm sorry, a set championship match for SummerSlam, rather. Midnight, as I said, though, is the new Intercontinental Champion with Bad News Barrett. We can inform you, though, that the SummerSlam Intercontinental title match will be Superstardom. So Midnight will be defending the title as Wade Barrett, or Bad News Barrett, by his game title. And I'm not sure of our viewers here on Twitch, and maybe you guys could let me know if you can see the mic icon on Adrian Neville now. I don't know if they show you that on Twitch or not. Somebody feel free to type that in the chat board if you'd like, as it seems like I've been disconnected from my Xbox Live party. Hopefully that has nothing to do with an impact on the game. The loading bar is underneath Batista at this point, the shoulder of Batista. Has made a lot more progress than our last match did. Tyron Nunn has also been in matches that have known to have ridiculously long loading screens, I should mention. Don't forget, plenty of other superstars set to be action throughout the duration of these shows. Now, something else I should mention is, just so people know, for the Super Show, that means each superstar can actually have 2 matches tonight, one on each show. That doesn't mean that every superstar will. I'm sure we'll see some guys strictly fight on Superstardom tonight or strictly fight on ED, and we'll be seeing that throughout the duration of tonight. Loading bar is taking a long time. This is one of the longer ones we've seen. It is right under the chin of Batista. So it is unfortunate. The thing is, you never know with these. There are days where that loading bar is start to finish in 2 minutes, and there are days where it's a 2 and then another 0 behind the 2, and it takes 20 minutes. This is one of those, hopefully one of those matches. I hope it's not one of those days. Although, I'll be honest, my internet is probably being stretched like Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four right now, because there are a lot of people in my house using internet. So that could certainly impact this. That will not be the case, though, in a couple weeks. Internet is expected to get much better. And hopefully, although it's not guaranteed, so I certainly don't, going back to misleading people about certain things, I don't want to mislead you guys about this, but I do want to say that I'm hoping by September, as the bar just flashed, which is a good thing, I'm hoping that by September, not only is my internet sufficiently better, but also could impact and result in maybe upper quality right now that we're seeing visually on Twitch. So not only could we maybe see the loading bar get better, but also the visual clarity for you viewers. And we're looking for an all-round great experience from a broadcaster's standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, and of course from a viewership standpoint. So hopefully that will improve. The loading bar has improved. I shouldn't say that it was a good loading bar. It was an excruciatingly long amount of time, but you can see, as I mentioned, the Versus logo or loading bar did flash, which means that all competitors should now at least have some sort of loading bar. You can see the loading bar is under the ing ending in the word ranking for both Batista and Undertaker. Remember, Legend Killer DDV set for a one-on-one death match with the Undisputed Superstar champion Frost this Saturday at SummerSlam. And I don't know if people know this or not. This is Legend's debut as Batista here in EIF. So, I mean, this is, and again, going back to the whole story of how this is coming about, and we're all trying to shape this up. We're as confused as you guys are if you're wondering what's going on next. I mean, a lot of people feel Tyrant could be an ideal candidate, and you're more than welcome to say your piece in an appropriate manner here on the chat room of what you think or who you think Frost's opponent should have been. Either way, though, it is set in stone, Legend and Frost, Batista and Randy Orton. So that character matchup certainly is a fitting one. Undertaker and Randy Orton have also had their differences in past when going to WWE to compare. All right, there we go. Finally, surprisingly as well, it's not bad connection. And here we go. Ding, ding, ding. And we are underway. Opening match in Legend Killer. Starts it out with a takedown to Tyrant. And now beating down the, well, he was Brock Lesnar in the past, so ground and pound offense is Legend's forte. Tyrant sits right up. He's clubbed over the head. Now Tyrant, reverse STO. And Legend Killer, like I said, rare appearance here tonight. He kicks off the Super Show. Legend's first match in 15 days. His last one came at Victory Votes. He ducks underneath Tyrant, hits a Russian leg sweep. We are underway with match one of our Super Show. Tyrant, the dead man, sits up. Big boot from Legend. Pummels down. Tyrant Hunt. Oh, and wow, I didn't know Batista had that move, but I believe him. Now, while we just talked about Legend, well, guess what? Undisputed Superstar champion is in the building. Frost is in the EIF arena officially now. Fallaway slam from Legend Killer connects, and Tyrant in pain. Tyrant has never went one-on-one with the Beast. Legend providing the same beatdown to the Undertaker representative that Undertaker himself suffered from Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. Legend Killer picking up Tyrant again, and a suplex connects. Now, we haven't seen Legend on Superstardom in quite some time, but I mean, he's in a hunt for gold. Tyrant Hunt's ground grapple reversal connects, and maybe Tyrant can turn things around with a DDT. Ground grapple, though, is reversed, and Legend right back in the driver's seat. Tyrant takes it right out. Russian leg sweep connects. Stomp on the ribs, and Legend reverses. He gets another reversal that should put him into the 70s in momentum, and it does, 74 to be exact. To the middle rope, here goes Legend. Body splash. Connecting, he also did one taunt. Tyrant with another ground grapple reversal. Tyrant again gets reversed by Legend. Technical machine. Stomp on the ribs, does not connect. Big boot almost did, but Tyrant was able to stop him, and a knee to the ribs. Connect. Big right hand is reversed from the right forearm. And a big right hand stopped again. Tyrant is stopped. Legend should have a signature with that Russian leg sweep, and he does. Ground grapple reversed. Tyrant Hunt Reversed again. My goodness. Back and forth offense going both ways. Tyron trying to get up, trying to avoid Legend Killer. He cannot. Legend picks him up only to put him right back down. Maybe he has him towards the center of the canvas, so maybe that was part of Legend's strategy as Tyron turns around to a running STO. Legend going to back up. Now Legend's going to allow Tyron to start getting up. Tyron is crawling away. And now maybe he is going to come up towards Legend. Legend picks him up. Spinebuster! Reversal! Legend almost had the finisher. Oh my gosh, Legend could be put in a really bad position now. Tyron gets reversed, and Legend yet again has a signature, but I mean, Legend was maybe one move, at most two, away from getting a finisher. He chooses the Spinebuster instead, and he runs into a back body drop. Tyron, what's he thinking? Tombstone, Hell's Gate, maybe? No, Legend was thinking Spinebuster. Tyron maybe thinking Hell's Gate? No, I saw him go near the legs. I wasn't sure. Now Legend scoop slam to Tyron. Legend around at the legs. Tyron beginning to crawl. Legend just stalking him. Misses the boot there. And oh, Tyron was going for the tombstone and Legend stopped him. Look at the power of the animal with a big power slam. Drives him into the canvas. And a second taunt as well. And Tyron just being teed off. Right-handed shots. Cocked back from Legend Killer. A third taunt. It's enough for a finisher. And a kick to the midsection. Tyron Hunt. Up on the shoulders and Legend Killer. Batista Bomb connects. Legend Killer with a Batista Bomb emphatically put on. And rope break. Tyron Hunt begins a hysterical laugh. I did think it was close. I wasn't sure if it was going to count or not. So now Legend is in a bad position here. He had his first signature reversed. He did get a finisher. He went for the pinfall. Tyron's going for the ropes right now. And this might be where Legend will take advantage. He will. Smart move there by the EIF Hall of Famer. As Legend's going to go to the middle rope. I think he's targets on the wrong guy, though. Oh, never mind. Apparently it works. I thought he targeted me for a second. Now Tyron could be thinking Tombstone. He is! Tombstone! 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 Wait a minute! Legend can win off of this! Legend can pin off of the Tombstone! Legend can pin off of it! Tombstone pile driver! He's going to beat Tyron off his own finisher! 2! Legend beat Tyron off of the own finisher! As people have known for years, it has been legal. If you get the Tombstone reversal, you may pin off of it. And Legend Killer escapes. Had a bit of a frightening moment there, but Legend makes his debut as Batista and takes out Tyron. Tyron, a lot of people felt was the right guy in line for Frost. Well, Legend just took him right out and cut in. He is looking for nothing less than the world champion, and he will get that matchup. Legend Killer and Frost 6 days away from now at SummerSlam, and until then, we have more action coming your way here on the Super Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with Superstardom action here on the EIF Network. All right, guys. Well, we are back here live on the EIF network. Coming up next, we're going to actually be seeing a character swap that was made. Now, EIF Money in the Bank competitor Ratluck, he is not competing, of course, in a Superstar match this Saturday, so he's representing a new character. Actually, I believe a DLC character. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he is DLC. And so Ratluck is going to go one-on-one with Prismatic Nebula, also known as Tripod. Two competitors, both involved in the Money in the Bank ladder match this Saturday at SummerSlam. And Ratluck is going to be debuting as Rick Rude. So this should make things interesting. A different character for Ratluck. We saw a debut in a character for Beatdown last night. And of course, Legend making his debut as Batista. Hard to believe. I mean, already, what a win for Legend Killer tonight. And you have to wonder if it's stirring in the pot right now. The blood is beginning to boil for Frost. Of course, Frost should get an opportunity to compete tonight as well. Now the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first on his way to the ring, representing Daniel Bryan from St. Louis, Missouri, Prismatic Nebula. Well, Tripod coming off of a tough loss last night. Tripod had to defend the Intercontinental Championship more times in recent memory than any Intercontinental Champion, and the Miracle Run finally came to an end last night. A 5-man Battle Royale, and where his Miracle Run ended, another Cinderella story began. Midnight Mayfire won his first EIF Championship last night. The newest Intercontinental Champion is set to be in action tonight as well, as Midnight took the title from Tripod in a 5-man Battle Royale. And Tripod looks for vengeance here tonight and momentum heading into SummerSlam. And now, introducing his opponent, representing the ravishing Rick Rude from Battle Creek, Michigan. This is Hollywood Rat. And we understand that before the match begins, apparently Ratluck, as the newest representative of Rick Rude, has some words to say. Primarily targeted towards Tripod and his followers. People don't like Ratluck.
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, ugly, inner city sweat hogs.
Oh, he's definitely talking to Tripod at this point.
While I take my robe off and show the ladies what a real sexy man looks like.
All right, well, this is the debut of the Rick Rude character for EIF in 2K15. And Ratluck has a bold statement to make about his opponent and the fans. You know, Edge, and we've seen, I was going to bring up Edge, but actually I have a better example. You know, the Green Bay Packers and their fans in Wisconsin, known as Cheeseheads, Tripod's fans, known as Cheez-Its. And so, going to be interesting to see how these two go one-on-one with each other. Of course, Ratluck having some harsh comments through the voice of Rick Rude, who has a lovely voice, I might add. So we are getting set to invite these competitors as Ratluck and Tripod will wage wars after my network error is done occurring. Ratlick's just been having a ball lately with all these character changes he's been able to make. Ratlick had a ton of free agent opportunities. We also saw him compete as Bam Bam Bigelow lately. Kind of reminds me of Damian Sandow or Charlie Haas better fit when they were just kind of like parodizing other people's gimmicks. So here we go. Now, guys, hopefully this loading bar won't be as long, although I do want to mention that Ratlick is using Rick Rude, a downloaded character, or a DLC character. And, okay, the loading bar is much farther. Even with DLC. I would definitely say DLC, and there was a lot of there was a lot of theory going on early in the year whether we would allow DLC characters or not for issues such as the loading bar. If you guys are look at this match, I don't even know if that was 60 seconds. All right, tripod back up a little bit. Ding, ding, ding. And we are underway with match 2, just like that. A really, really awesome loading bar. Seriously, that might have taken 1 minute. Either way, Ratlick gets reversed with a forearm on the outside. Tripod looking to fly in. Remember, these two competing in Money in the Bank this Saturday at SummerSlam, so an opportunity to get momentum over the other as Tripod runs into a knee. And of all places, you hit him right where it hurts the most, the gut. Single leg takedown from Ratlick. Ratlick picking up Tripod. Looking for a big right hand, but Tripod's right forearm was there. He looks for a spinorama version of that as the two begin jousting reversals, and eventually Tripod with a kick to the outside leg of Ratlick put him into the turnbuckles, and Ratlick takes that same leg and another takedown from behind to it. And Ratlick has found a point of execution. Trying to slow down the game of Daniel Bryan, who is known for speed, so as a smart move on Ratlick, and hey, helping damage those legs before this Saturday's ladder match too, where literally so much is hanging in the balance. We still have a lot to come here tonight. We still have a lot on the line tonight. The U.S. Championship match coming up here on the first half of our Super Show. I want to thank you right now for tuning in, your patience, especially through that first match and all the issues that were occurring. Tripod's running elbow connects to Ratlick, and Tripod's first of 5 taunts completes. Ratlick came up short to Greedy twice last week. He did not fight at the final show of the week in Superstardom, so he went 0 for 2 last week, and Rad needs some momentum as he gets hit with a German suplex, and Tripod is definitely taking advantage. Now, despite the fact that Tripod lost his Intercontinental Championship last night on Superstardom, he has been red hot lately. Been one of the better moments of Tripod since the beginning of the year, all heading in to that Money in the Bank this Saturday on the network at SummerSlam. This could be a really, really good week for Tripod, perhaps the biggest week of his career if he caps it off the right way. Ratlick, of course, used his first of 3 ring escapes, and now his first of 5 taunts is let's get sexy. And oh, wait a minute, I take that back. No taunt used, and Ratlick just got crucifixed right onto the steel chair. We're going to get that camera angle a little closer for you. Yes, one of those chairs is down. Weapons are not allowed here, but the way that happened, it is ruled incidental contact, so disqualification will not occur. And Ratlick again taking the legs out here. Ring out count is off, though. Competitors have not really had to deal much with ring out count this year. This Tripod, oh my gosh. German suplex round to the chair, and I think part of the computer chair near Jerry the King Lawler. 2 taunts for Tripod. An entertaining first match, and these two look to fight that one off with another good one. Ratlick again going to go for this long taunt. Tripod, well, this time Ratlick is going to get it. Tripod also got his 3rd taunt in. Here goes Ratlick's 2nd taunt. So 2, 3 in taunts. Favors Prismatic Porter, a.k.a. Tripod. And Ratlick knows that we are not allowing weapons. He's trying to get the steel steps in. Oh my gosh! Tripod, outside dive. I think he hit part of his head on the steel steps while taking him out of the hands of Ratlick. Reversal for Rat. He's somehow able to defend still. Well, now I'm sort of backed up in the corner here where I can't get out. I'll try to get away from the competitors once we get an opportunity. Although it is a pretty good angle for viewership, right? Hope you guys are enjoying this match. It has been good. Ratlick gets suplexed, but the legs of Ratlick hit those steel steps. Oh gosh, what is Tripod thinking now? Well, Tripod maybe just gonna wait it back. He was thinking about maybe going to the extreme again, but chose not to. Or maybe he feels otherwise. Tripod headed to the top turnbuckle. It's a long way down. This isn't the ring we're talking about. Ratlick getting up. Tripod with the missile drop kick from the top to the outside. 4 taunts for Tripod. And Ratlick gets the Russian leg sweep reversal in to try and turn things around. Ratlick's reversed. Waist lock reversal. Drop kick reversal. Forearm to the back connects for Rat, and Tripod runs away. You can see Tripod, though, still somehow able to run despite some leg discomfort. 3 taunts for Ratlick. They do gain a decent amount of momentum, I will say. Ratlick maybe using the steps as means of clean entry. Probably Tripod trying to draw an intentional disqualification. Tripod doesn't care how you win him as long as you get the wins. Ratlick walking the apron. Tripod missed. And now here's Ratlick's chance, but a forearm takes off the Hollywood movie star. Tripod goes out with him. Ratlick from behind. Reversed. Now it's Tripod's turn. German suplex to Ratlick on the outside. He's got 2 finishers. Ratlick hasn't even built up a signature yet in this match. Tripod has 1 taunt left. Ratlick has 2. And Ratlick again with steel steps. Two pairs of steps set in the ring. Ratlick was hoping that would help his clean entry chances. I don't know that it will, but oh! He was able to grab Tripod. I don't think Tripod expected it. And neckbreaker, Ratlick has a signature. So for the first time in a few minutes, action taking place now in the ring. Tripod reverses from behind. What will he do next? Get reversed, that's what. Clothesline, reverse. Ratlick sliding out underneath the bottom rope. Trying to play it careful. 4 taunts, 5 taunts for Tripod, 4 taunts for Ratlick. Tripod is out of taunts, Rat has 1 remaining. And Ratlick trying to get as extreme as a DQ on match can get. Fans booing it though. Ratlick's really just been walking around the whole time. Throws the chair. Ratlick with the bat. Tripod to the outside. Ratlick hit the back of his head off that announce table. Tripod thrown onto the announce table now. And Ratlick takes ring advantage. Well, that's a bit of a dirty move. Rick Rude was known as a bad rep, or a bad guy, I guess I should say, a heel. Tripod there with a drop kick. Well, Ratlick might have just went to do that, all for no avail, although he's still in this match. Tripod now Irish whip, head first into the steel chair. Although it looked like he, actually I don't know how much of the impact Tripod took. It looked like he pushed the chair out with his hands in the last second. Oh my gosh. Tripod sitting on the top turnbuckle. This is not good, and never mind. From the top rope, here's Tripod dropping down. Finisher maybe. No, Ratlick with the finisher reversal. And here's Ratlick. Weighs him up. This could be it. Paul driver connects. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Ratlick comes from behind to win this match. Entertaining match. And Ratluck ends it off the pile driver. All right. We're going to take another quick pause here, guys. Just going to begin to get more competitors in here for this show. We're back here on the network. We're getting set for match number 3 here. Just going to wait to officially confirm what this match 3 will be. The U.S. champion has arrived, and we're waiting to see, will he fight against Jetstar tonight or not? All right, we've got our match. Here we go. All right, Jetstar, are you ready to go one-on-one with Beatdown? They will. They've been working for me. Here, Jet, I'll invite you to a one-on-one. Guys, what we're about to do right now is just to make sure that this one guy can connect. So, we're just going to do this to double-check something. Jet, don't ready up when you play me. I'll invite you, though. We'll figure this out. Whoops, wrong guy. And we do have a few other guys in the party here that will be getting in matches rather soon. But we do have Jetstar and Beatdown in the party right now, something that we would definitely like to take advantage of. All right, cool. So Jet can connect, which means it's time to go offline for entrances. So it is time now for to find out who is going to be the U.S. champion walking in to SummerSlam in just 6 short days. Chris Jericho, which will be the O2 represented. O2 Jericho being represented by Beatdown. And he is going one-on-one with Jetstar. So we'll begin to do entrances here in just a moment for you guys. This is our only championship match here on our Super Show tonight. Still have plenty of action to come, though, but this is definitely a big match. This is the 4th one-on-one between Jet and Beatdown. This became a legitimate rivalry back at Collision Course. It has continued to be interesting since, pretty much. So we get set. The U.S. title being defended. And this time, it is going to be Extreme Rules. As Beatdown will try to take off Jetstar, who's... I mean, these two have been jousting back and forth for the title, so it's been hard for anybody to get a legitimate leg over the other. Every time one wins, the other one comes back and beats him. So, should definitely... is definitely making for an interesting case. Countdown to the U.S. title match begins, and the Y2J clock, of course. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. This match is contested under Extreme Rules, and it is for the EIF United States Championship. Introducing first on his way to the ring from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, representing Y2J, Chris Jericho. He is the current reigning and defending EIF United States Champion, the Beatdown. And Beatdown getting set, looking to take this title with him into SummerSlam. So whoever wins between these two will defend in just 6 days. 2 defenses in 1 week. Not easy being a U.S. champ or any champion for that matter in EIF. Jetstar has won this championship once. For both these men, it was their first championship. Beatdown, it was his second after winning it again. Will it be the second for this man as well? Introducing his opponent from New York, the challenger, representing Ryback. He is Jetstar. Jetstar has been Ryback throughout the duration of all of these matches. Again, this is their 4th one-on-one against each other. Beatdown has used multiple different characters. And this will be the first time that he uses Chris Jericho versus Jet. Last night, Beatdown debuted as Jericho on the EIF Network with a win over NBC Master, who is Rusev, former character of Beatdown's as well. In the first half, I should mention. You can see that is what is at stake tonight. The final championship match before SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen, is for the United States title. We mentioned, I mean, this match right here, this is pay-per-view worthy. It's been on a pay-per-view now, back-to-back pay-per-views. These two have been rivals throughout the summer now, and they look to continue it. And tonight will be the first time they're competing in Extreme Rules. The 3 matches prior, all normal rules. So things are certainly escalating. We're making the match online for our competitors to join. And we ask that both Beatdown and Jetstar, if they did at any point, that they please turn off and quit out of their Twitch apps for connection purposes. Speaking of connection, network error again for me. Lady Luck certainly has not been on the server side. It normally never is on 2K15. So we are sending the invites, and again, this match for Jetstar and Beatdown. It is Extreme Rules for the EIF United States Championship. Jetstar looking to once again claim the U.S. title and take it away from the clutches of Beatdown. Beatdown on the other end looking to successfully defend against Jetstar. Walk into SummerSlam with the title. Beatdown will be using Jericho 02. He is allowed to use either Jericho. Jetstar is also allowed to use either Ryback, whether it be this or the DLC version. He normally, pretty much always has, used the in-game Ryback. Wait for this loading. Buddy of something broadcast TV. Following our channel here, the haven't done so, please. But mention something that does to us, and that is now Network is a proud partner of not but of PayPal, and we are donations for EIF. So if you would be interested, remember, it doesn't matter how much any donation would be extremely appreciated. This is funds for Extreme International, better ourselves on the stream, such as quality improvement, the camera or technical supplies, could be many other things as well, perhaps more social media or expansion in those areas. So again, if you're interested, you can donate using a PayPal account, and again, any donation of any increment of US currency is accepted, and we would kindly appreciate it. Thank you. We also want to remind you, while we were talking about social media there, follow us here on Twitch, but also at EIF Network on Twitter. That's right. Earlier last week, EIF officially launched the Twitter account that was confirmed to have launched following the June E3 conference back at the pre-show for Collision Course in June. And so, again, though, we do want to remind everybody that, of course, donations are not mandatory, and you're watching free action here on Twitch, as free can get. And that's always because of Twitch.tv. Happy to be a partner of them and experienced a lot of success with Twitch in just these first 3 months, and we're hoping that not only a successful night tonight, but of course one certainly in plans day and night, all day, all night, this Saturday. Want to remind you that SummerSlam EIF event is from noon to midnight, guys. I'm telling you, it's a bit of a binge watching cycle if you want to sit there and watch it, but it is unlike what you'd see in a WWE SummerSlam or a WWE WrestleMania. This is an all-day event for us. We try to put as much into it as we can and make it a meaningful and enjoyable experience for you, our viewers. So tune in throughout the day, and if any of you are really planning on it, I talked to actually a couple of people now that are dead set on sitting there all day and watching this event. We hope that you guys will. Of course, we also understand, though, that while dedicating a whole day is no easy task for any person, that if you do get an opportunity that you get to check us out on the network at some point Saturday, don't forget you can catch us on the go, as Twitch does have a mobile app as well. So and remember, it's not just the Xbox Ones. You can watch EIF Network live on your Xbox One, smartphone, tablet, PC. Many ways to watch EIF, and there will be many matches that night, many of which you do not want to miss. All the titles are going to be on the line, including this U.S. title that is about to be defended right now in an Extreme Rules match. The bar has flashed, so we should be loading in sooner than later. So we are getting set to load into this match as it does attempt to restore the connection. Hopefully it restores it. Well, the loading bars are done in terms of loading into the match now. It's just the HUD bars that are loading in, it seems. Well, not here they yet. Wait, are they here? There we go. All right. Again, this is an Extreme Rules match. Jetstar will have to back up into the... There he is. Smart move from Jet. Good ring awareness, buddy. All right. Ding, ding, ding. And we are underway. Our U.S. title match, an Extreme Rules match, the fourth matchup for the U.S. title between the Beatdown and Jetstar. Rivals at this point. Beatdown looks to finish it tonight. That's a Ryback quote. That was rude. Sorry. Jetstar, though, picking up, or getting picked up into a Bulldog as the U.S. champion is striking early and often. Jet looks to stop that, and he does, muffling it with a back suplex. Stomp to the ribs, Beatdown rolls out of the way. Jetstar able to catch him and the referee. Takes him out. Pair of stomps to the back of Beatdown's legs, make it 3, 4, and Beatdown rolls out of it. Beatdown off the ropes. Here he comes back at Jet. They just bump into each other. Right hand from Beatdown. Left jab. Right chop. Drop kick. And Jetstar will cut it off at that. Headlock locked in. Beatdown tucks underneath him. Rolls out. And Russian leg sweep connects for the United States champion, who hails from Canada. Jetstar had it and lost the title at victory votes. Canadian was voted in and won at an American-based pay-per-view. I don't know if we've had that happen in previous victory votes. This year was the 8th installment of our July event. Suplex connects for Beatdown. He misses that stomp. He was a few paces back from Jet. He runs at Jet, and oh, Jet takes him down. Football-like style from Ryback there. Good old Americana. And now Jet trying to regain the lead. In momentum, he trails by 3. And now more after Beatdown's Russian leg sweep reversal, extending him into the 40th percentile. Beatdown now heads to the apron. Beatdown, the top rope. Jetstar looking to stop him, and he does. Throws Beatdown off the top turnbuckle. It was a race there between both those guys. Beatdown, I guess, underestimated or overestimated. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, correct term is underestimated. He underestimated Jetstar and the speed of Ryback while he was trying to climb to that top turnbuckle. Thought he had it. Baseball slides the referee in the legs, which is an outside. All right, I'm completely lost at that point. Jetstar with a knee to the face of Beatdown. Stomp, and Beatdown uses ring escape 1 of 3. Jet not going to wait. Jet is not going to wait for Beatdown tonight. This is Extreme Rules, though. They can fight out here. Attempting to restore the connection. Please wait. Or will they be allowed to fight out here? Maybe the game will have something to say about that. And Jet is going to get lagged out, apparently. Well, that's an unfortunate sign. He has. And so we're going to remake this match, guys. We'll give it one more try. If things do not work, it'll rule as a no contest. So we apologize to our viewers. I know we had quite a few people there viewing that match, and, well, hit it or miss. I mean, you look at WWE 2K15, that was our third match of the night. The first match had a 20-minute loading bar and good connection. The second match had a 1-minute loading bar and good connection. And then all of a sudden, now this one does this. You never know what you're going to get with this game, folks. As you can see, my game is network errored for, I believe, the 5th count on our stream. And while we wait for the Xbox Live button to come back, we're going to take, or actually I shouldn't say we're not going to take necessarily a break. I'm not going to be talking on the mic here for about a minute or two, so we will be back. All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and try to set this match up again, hoping that Jet and Beatdown will be able to do this rematch. Again, if it does disconnect on a second time, it does favor the champion via no contest. Beatdown would retain. All right, the invites have been sent to both Jet and Beatdown. They connected last time, and the loading bar took a few minutes. Not a ridiculous amount of time. Once we got the match, then it was very problematic. Jet and Beatdown have connected successfully, though, in multiple past occasions. As I mentioned, these guys have been rivals, so that goes back to what I was saying more about the inconsistencies of this game. Just loading in, hopefully, be a good. These previous three matches between these have been very entertaining, but this one, with the Extreme Rules implication, one would wonder how that could impact the match. And I'm not sure really who this would give the advantage to, because Jetstar and Beatdown, I mean, neither of them have been known in their half year or so of EIF action. Neither really established a reputation for being extreme of any kind. So it's going to be interesting to see, does this give an advantage to either competitor? Does it help? Nothing. And I guess that's something that we will figure out, but only time will tell. I have no idea what that was. That was on the stream too. I have no idea what that was. So, either way though, we are getting set to load into this. I apologize. I believe the bar flashed. Maybe I'm wrong. It might not have. It did. Alright. Now let's see. Black screen for a little bit. And alright, well, the start of the match is better than the last one. Alright, ding, ding, ding. And we begin once more. So Beatdown and Jetstar will reset from their last match, which was pretty evenly contested. U.S. title still on the line here. Back suplex from Beatdown connects. And just like last match, he takes the early jump. Beatdown stopped in his tracks, though, and now here comes Jetstar on the retaliation. And we mentioned last night on our EIF broadcast, Jetstar was battling some health issues, so I think a big question going into this match, is Jet 100% right now? Is he ready to go against Beatdown? We were talking about the stipulation of Extreme Rules and if that would favor one competitor or the other, but I think you have to look at it on a basic standpoint and say, look, right now Jetstar is not in the best of shape physically, and this is a real-life thing we're talking about, guys, here, so we're not trying to sell any simulation thing. Jetstar has actually been battling some health issues, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play a factor at all into his playability here, going one-on-one with Beatdown, who runs into a brick wall that is the ropes before they finally give way. He comes off and flies at him with a flying forearm. Kick to the midsection, the upper chest, I should actually mention, or re-mention. Reiterate. Beatdown taken away from the ropes. And, an atomic drop from Jetstar. Beatdown uses ring escape, 1 of 3. Jetstar keeps running out after him. He tried to do this in the last match. And now Jet gets in the ring before Beatdown, I think, was trying to trick Jet into giving him clean, or not necessarily clean entry, but would have given Beatdown the upper hand. No chairs near the announcer's table for whatever reason. Again, it is an Extreme Rules match. Oh, here goes Beatdown under the ring apron, and Jet going right out after him. Beatdown, I don't know what he was grabbing. He was not able to grab it, though. Jetstar pulling the hair back, taking him down. You won't have to worry about doing that to Jet. He's bald. One of the advantages of Ryback. Neckbreaker connects for Beatdown, though, as he's able to regain momentum. And a running float over neckbreaker connects as well. Screen looks like it just, maybe that was just me. I thought the screen just flickered. Beatdown looks like he was maybe thinking an outside dive. It did not go. Jetstar tries to pull the feet of Beatdown out. And baseball slide from Beatdown. We've passed the midway point in our show. Glad you could join us here. I should say the midway point, our first of 2 shows. You're watching the EIF Supershow. And Beatdown again, under the ring he goes. Jetstar stops him again. Not sure what Beatdown was going for, but the second time, Beatdown is certainly looking for something. There is something under the ring that he wants. Jetstar's down again. Can Beatdown get it this time? Jet does not look like he's getting up now. There it is. Well, you wanted to know what he was looking for. He found it. A table. Beatdown has a table, and now here's Jetstar with it. Jetstar using the table as a normal weapon. You can certainly do that. And again, swatting at Beatdown as if he were a fly. Beatdown, though, getting in. Misses the forearm. I think he might have actually clipped the table. That cannot be helpful. Jetstar with a reversal. Table brought into the ring now, though. Will we see that be a part of this match? We've already seen Jet use it as a weapon. He's going for it again. Beatdown uses his second ring escape. Quick to get right back in the ring and running Bulldog. And the table flies out. Oh, it can be used as a decoy. That can certainly count as part of the match. Plate of chops, misses Jetstar, belly-to-belly suplex. Stomp to the ribs from Jet. A second stomp is avoided, I should say. And Jetstar running strike. And Beatdown's out of ring escapes. Only allowed 3 per match, and Beatdown has just used all 3 of his in what I would say rather quick fashion. Tries to make the jump over to Jet. He cannot. Distance was too hard for Beatdown to reach in what has been a sort of choppy connection here. Could be a combination of things. Jetstar in with his first taunt. And Jetstar has a signature. Jetstar looking to make a comeback here in this match. Beatdown off the ropes. Oh, he was able to avoid that signature. And I think Beatdown's going to get one of his own now. Neckbreaker connects. And now one taunt. He's dancing. Both superstars with one taunt. Beatdown retakes momentum lead. I think Jetstar might try to reinstate that. It is a close match. Don't forget ED coming up at 7 p.m. or whenever the last match in Superstardom ends. Jab to the back, misses. Beatdown missed. Here comes Jet, maybe. No, he backs up. And Jet caught with the float over neckbreaker from Beatdown. Jet, or Beatdown, I should say, getting closer to that finisher. Stomp to the ribs. A second stomp, and he's got the finisher. This could be it. Beatdown could be looking to win the match. Jetstar going to begin getting up. He's going to use the ropes. And, oh wait, Beatdown's going to let him. And Beatdown got his finisher reversed. Jetstar reversed the finisher. This is not good if you're the United States champion here on Superstardom. 2 finishers in hand now for Jet. Jetstar is saying, finish it. Could this be the end? Could Jet yet again win the U.S. title? Beatdown, stomp on the back. He avoids it. Running forearm to the referee. Wait a minute. Is Jet still thinking about it? Jet has him up. Jet has Beatdown up. On the shoulders. Health conditions and all. Beatdown has just gotten shell-shocked. Jetstar with the shell shock to Beatdown. Cover him, Jet. Shoulders down. Jet, Beatdown kicks out. Jet waited a few seconds, and those few extra seconds cost him. And oh my God, oh wait a minute, Beatdown! Beatdown ran into the shell shock. Are you kidding me? Beatdown ran into the shell shock. In mid-air, Jet caught him. And I thought he was sick. Hooks the leg, that's gotta be it. 2, and Jetstar wins the U.S. title yet again. Jet caught Beatdown. The U.S. champ was caught mid-air. And Jetstar has won. And with that, Jetstar now a two-time EIF United States champion. He was not feeling good, not in the best of health. Jetstar still able to overcome the odds, and you got to give congratulations to him. And meanwhile, though, we have a huge announcement regarding Jetstar. So, with the United States champion now being Jet, we have confirmed our match for SummerSlam this Saturday at the 9th Annual Extreme International Fighting SummerSlam, August 8th, live on the EIF Network. It will be Jetstar defending his championship against Beatdown in another rematch, the 5th one-on-one, and it will be the final time, the final bout, Jet Beatdown, and this time it will be in a 3 stages of hell match. Jetstar versus Beatdown, 3 stages of hell for the U.S. title at SummerSlam. I can't wait. Coming up next, we will see new Intercontinental Champion Midnight Mayfire in action. And so it will be Midnight Mayfire going one-on-one with James Arkoffel. Actually, that might not be true. You might see the broadcast temporarily pause, and that's only to invite somebody to the party. So my bad if it does. All right, so that brief break is over, and we're getting set. Well, there was another accidental pause. That time was accidental. And so we also wanted to let everybody know that we do have our main event. We still have 2 matches left on Superstardom, but coming up in our Superstardom main event, it's going to be the undisputed Superstardom champion Frost going one-on-one with Deathlock. That's right, Randy Orton and John Cena. Frost and Deathlock. Main event here tonight on Superstardom. And of course, following that will be Extreme Distortion. Well, in less than an hour is ED, so. Oh, okay. All right, and so prior to our main event, we're going to be having a triple threat non-title match. It's going to be James R. Koffel, Untamed Legend, and Midnight Mayfire. 3 competitors that were involved in the IC title match that happened last night. So again, this is our pre-main event for Superstardom, and then we have ED following the Frost and Deathlock match. The following triple threat match is scheduled for one fall. This is a non-title bout. Introducing first on his way to the ring from Glastonbury, Connecticut, representing The Miz, he is Untamed Legend. Untamed Legend, a former 2-time EIF Exhibition champion. He was hoping to add the Intercontinental title to that list of accolades, but circumstances prevented him from winning the 5-man. He did make it to the final 3. Midnight Mayfire won. He was originally happy that Midnight won, but now he wants an opportunity to prove why he can still be an Intercontinental Champion candidate. And look who it is! The Truth! Introducing next on his way to the ring, representing R-Truth, he is James R. Koffel. I believe this might be James's premiere on the network. James is live on the EIF network here on Twitch. Happy to be here, and he's hoping that he can get a win. And here is the new champ. Introducing their opponent last on his way to the ring from Michigan. He is the current reigning and new EIF Intercontinental Champion, representing Bad News Barrett. He is Midnight Mayfire. Midnight Mayfire winning his first EIF championship last night, the IC title. This is a non-title triple threat match. He does not need to get pinned to lose, but he can obviously doesn't need to worry about losing his championship either. However, James and Untamed also should know that that Intercontinental Challenger spot is still open for SummerSlam, so either of those two could make their way onto the card with an impressive win here. No. This invite being sent for Untamed, Midnight Mayfire, and James Arkoffel. They all connected just last night with the addition of 2 others. And of course, don't forget, guys, the loading bar could take some amount of time. Hopefully less time. And again, Midnight and I don't have the best connection together. No. Sorry, guys, if we're just being a little quiet right now. Do want to remind you guys, after this match, we're going to be doing one more Superstardom match, and then we're going to probably take about a 10-minute break in between Superstardom and ED, then just to get things started up. And so we'll take that 10-minute break, but right after this match, we'll get right into the Superstardom one, and then, like I said, 10-minute break before we start ED. Don't forget for ED, there are still other superstars that have not yet competed on Superstardom that we'll see on ED. I'm sure we will see definitely some guys make some repeat appearances on both SS and ED. But we'll also see superstars such as Brutality, who will not be competing on this Superstardom. Who knows? Even Hypermaniac could show up. We don't know yet. We're at the midway point of the loading bar for myself. Everybody else has been seeing different loading bars, so who knows? Although it is dinner time in Eastern time zone, which is the time zone that I go by, I am, yeah, 6:30, 6:31 for me. But, feels like bedtime almost. Maybe it's the heat that just makes you tired. Yeah, it could be the loading screen that makes me tired. I'd more than likely bank on that. That sounds like a more correct one. The loading bar should be over soon. This is a normal rules triple threat. Ding, ding, ding. All right, and so our pre-main event is underway. for the first of our 2 shows. As Intercontinental Champion Midnight Mayfire fights in his first match since winning the title. He's going to be up against 2 of the 4 people he defeated. James Arkoffel, well, Intercontinental Champion is a hunted man. Now Untamed Legend looks for the clothesline. James stops him in his tracks. Now, James taken out from behind, back suplex connects for Midnight. Untamed Legend runs toward James by accident. Untamed Legend has had an extreme issue since picking The Miz. Neckbreaker connects for Midnight Mayfire, and he is stopped and dropped by James Arkoffel, who in the few matches since coming back has really been making an impact. He's turned around. Oh, and what a nice combo there. He reverses Midnight, but not able to get Untamed's clothesline. Untamed, if you look at Untamed's versatility and what he does in EIF, the majority of his moves are running clothesline with The Miz. He really does not know a lot about this game, I don't think. Neckbreaker from Midnight to James. Untamed, you're going to end up getting called on it. I don't want to take it away from you early. And I may fire reverse from James Arkoffel, who is leading the momentum-wise. Untamed Legend picks him up, though, dropping him. Untamed in last, where he belongs. I didn't mean that. And now Midnight Mayfire with a back suplex to Untamed. To the middle rope goes Midnight. Midnight and Untamed both now champions. James Arkoffel has never won a title, although he has used his first taunt in this match. And he is hit with a belly-to-belly from Midnight. He's beginning to widen the gap a little bit in momentum. Float over Neckbreaker connects for Untamed Legend. Strong straight clothesline misses. James picks him up and drops Untamed, who's struggling here. Untamed, as I mentioned, a former X-Division champion this year and last year. And the X-Division title is going to be defended in an open invitational King of the Mountain ladder match at SummerSlam this Saturday. Midnight Mayfire attack from behind, and a back suplex connects for James. James looks to stomp in the leg of Midnight. Midnight was trying to use that leg to his advantage. James looking to go off the rope, but instead he ran into a sit-out spine buster for Midnight Mayfire, who's clothesline from Untamed. Oh, that's a weird kick from The Miz. And now all of a sudden Untamed starting to pick up some momentum, and I spoke too soon. Oh, kick to the back for Midnight. Scoop and slammed Untamed for Midnight. James Arkoffel in the corner thinking. Untamed Legend was encouraging James to get out of the ring. Meanwhile, Midnight hits his signature on Untamed. James Arkoffel gets on the apron. Intercontinental Champion way ahead in momentum compared to his opponents. James Arkoffel trying to attack the referee, it looks like. Midnight takes him off the ropes, and a big punch to the ribs of Untamed Legend drops him down again. One taunt from Midnight. James has also used a taunt. And Untamed with a good clothesline. Meanwhile, referee distracted from James Arkoffel. And Midnight uses his first of 3 ring escapes. James Arkoffel and Untamed in the ring. James hit with a forearm to the back, and now he is in last in momentum, and Untamed is going to the outside. He is the only one to not use a taunt yet, and Midnight Mayfire with the wasteland to James Arkoffel, and Midnight taken out from Untamed Legend, and Untamed cancels out the pinfall attempt that would have been possible. So now everybody can stay in the ring again, because more comfort zone. James Arkoffel beginning to build some momentum. Wow, Midnight gets up real quick. Another STO takedown from James. Clothesline from Untamed Legend. Untamed close to a signature. Ground gravel reversal, though. He's not quite there. Does Untamed have it now? No. Tilt-a-whirl slam. And all of a sudden, Midnight Mayfire just storming back. He was down in momentum, and now he might be in the lead. He is. Untamed able to avoid the kick to the ribs. Untamed again looking for the patented clothesline. And he's not going to be able to get it. Midnight Mayfire, James does not interrupt it. Signature in hand for Midnight. Here's James' opportunity. James can't get it. And Midnight goes to the outside. And hip toss from James. Here comes James off the rope. Doodle-it, doodle-it, doodle-it-doo. Oh, he stopped. He was just after a breakdown dance. Midnight Mayfire not able to capitalize, but James does get a signature out of this. Untamed Legend, the only one without a signature. He's a move away, and he gets out of the ring instead. And Untamed Legend going to use a taunt. Signature gets reversed. Osaka Street Cutter stopped. Neckbreaker connects. Untamed is just used his first taunt, so all three superstars have used one taunt. Untamed Legend could be a taunt away from a signature. And Untamed goes to the clothesline. He's reversed. And if he... Untamed, I think, was going to let himself get pinned. He would have won the match by disqualification. And now James has a finisher after a signature reversal. Untamed botches. And my question is, what is it going to take Untamed to not only get in the ring and fight his battles like a man, but get a freaking signature or a finisher? I mean, this strategy doesn't work if you're not doing anything to get momentum. It doesn't work getting on the outside because you're not making any progress. And finally, he's got a signature. Here's your reward. Messing up. Too used to doing the clothesline. Wait a minute. Signature to James. And now Midnight uses his second ring escape. Untamed Legend. Wow. And that's a real man right there. And that's why Midnight's Intercontinental Champion. He gets in the ring even though he doesn't have a signature or a finisher. Hits a suplex, and now all three men are down. Who will get to their feet first? Looks like it's going to be James. No, Midnight Mayfire. James to follow, and Untamed will trail. Untamed off the ropes, and he wants to get out of the ring. Finally, someone's going to stop him. But wait a minute, Midnight Mayfire. Here's James. Finisher. Little Jimmy connects, and he pins the wrong guy. James pins the wrong guy. Oh, man. What a win that could have been. He could have gotten a pinfall victory over the IC champ. He can't win all of that either. Bulldog, Untamed Legend, does have a finisher. He's creeping from behind. He's scooped and slammed down. Midnight going to take a breather on the outside. James thinking Osaka Street Cutter? Maybe not. He does have a signature as well. If he chooses to use it, he can flip back over to the S. And wait a minute. Signature in hand. Here's Midnight awaiting. Oh, and James able to get out very quick. Good ring awareness from James. Midnight Mayfire. Signature to Untamed. James, for whatever reason, going under the ring looking. Meanwhile, Midnight Mayfire. So all three men with finishers. Oh, bullhammer! Bullhammer! Untamed Legend. Wait a minute, Untamed here to pick up the pieces. Skull crushing finale. Yes, rope break, and Untamed doesn't get the win. Untamed was just waiting. He plays exactly like The Miz in real life. Picked his spot, hit the Skull Crusher finale. It did not go, though. James Sarkoval uses his first ring escape. Doesn't The Miz have ring escape? Wow, that is weird. I would expect him definitely to have it. No weapons. The only person, because I said the only person with a finisher is James. Untamed Legend trying to clean house. Gets in the ring. Does James. Untamed goes down. And now Midnight Mayfire getting up. James Sarkoval takes him out. James could have two finishers soon. Scoop slam, no, it was stopped at the last minute for Midnight Mayfire. Desperation from the IC champ. Spinebuster connects to Untamed, who's been playing the role of third wheel for the most part in this match. Untamed Legend hit with a Bulldog. Signature for Midnight. And gosh, Untamed has been getting absolutely decimated. Now nobody able to stop James's move there. James is one strike away from two finishers. And Untamed gonna go to the outside. He was hoping he'd get away with it. Ha ha, you deserve it. Keep running away the whole match, and finally it backfires. From the top rope, Hurricane Rana connects for James. Midnight Mayfire up, Little Jimmy reversed. Untamed Legend is dead. Wasteland connects. This could be it. 1, 2, near 2 count. Instead of thinking hitting a Wasteland on The Miz, he decides to go for the pin on James. A very smart move, just kidding. And actually, at the pace of this match, who knows? This may end up being our main event. We may have to shift Frost and Deathlock over to ED. Little Jimmy connects. Untamed Legend getting a combo off. Now he's starting to actually roll with it. And he is stopped and dropped by James Sarkoval. Now Midnight Mayfire waking up Untamed. James is going to skedaddle. Midnight Mayfire is kicked to the ribs. Untamed is... my question, seriously, how many moves has Untamed failed to reverse? He must have like one of the worst reversing skills in the EIF. I know that sounds like a real bad knock on him, but I mean, truthfully, he has barely been able to reverse. All you do is spam the RT button in this game. It's not that hard. I can do it. Untamed, though, does actually have a signature now. Remember, he did have that Skull Crusher finale as James says it's time to break down. 2 taunts. Untamed with a jab to the back, and he's stopped. Wait a minute, James, I don't think he saw Midnight Mayfire pull hammer, no! James reversed him. Little Jimmy. 1, 2, why are you guys not thinking? Obviously he's gonna break it up. So you just figured, hey, why not? You know, why not just waste my finisher? Smart move. I like it. Time to breakdown dance for our truth. Untamed gets his signature reversed. Who's asking? Mayfire, you have 1. Untamed Legend going up top, thinking about diving. It's an axe handle. Sad outs, 5-usser. Smart move, James. And that is out. Midnight Midfire out of ring escapes. It's because you guys aren't playing smart enough, though, honestly. This match could easily end. If these three characters were represented by, like, the top EIF guys, the match would have been over. Because realistically, you have three quick finishers. You have the Skull Crusher finale, the Little Jimmy, and which is basically like a modified mic check, and the Wasteland or the Bullhammer. They're all quick finishers. There's no reason the match should still be on. Oh! Untamed Legend was able to get out of the ring and just barely avoid what would have been a Bullhammer or Wasteland. What's the point of getting in the ring? You're just going to walk right out. Second ring escape from James, I might add. James Arkoffel getting in the ring. And James, Little Jimmy connects. Untamed breaks it up, or avoids the opportunity for them. Midnight Mayfire with Wasteland. Right towards Untamed so he can do that. Midnight, why though, Midnight? Why? The Wasteland, you can direct it. You directed it right in his pathway for him to do that. Hey, it's another Wasteland, but this time it doesn't count because it's not a finisher. Midnight on the outside, watching on. James picks up Untamed. And meanwhile, Midnight with his first taunt, I believe. No, second. Third. Midnight has used all of his ring escapes. James is down to one. Untamed claims that The Miz has none. He has one what? You can't just have one ring escape. Oh yeah, I know you've only used one taunt. Untamed Legend. The only person here, Untamed, is in the lead of momentum. Midnight does have a signature now. Speaking of Midnight, he is taken right back out from James. And again, Midnight defeated these two along with Neil, also known as King Los, and Tripod in a 5-man battle royale just last night. Kickoff August. August had 2 days. We've had 2 title changes, the IC and US. That started just winning the title earlier today. And don't forget, guys, I want to remind everybody that after the Supershow show ends, we'll be taking a couple minutes off before ED starts. And then, following that, the EIF will be off again until Thursday, where we come your way with Fight Zone at 9 p.m. James with a stop to the back of Midnight Mayfire. James does have a finisher now, so he is in the momentum lead. James side swiped away from Midnight Mayfire. Signature for Midnight. And Untamed says, let me get out of the ring. Oh, and he was able to hit a clothesline. Does Untamed have a finisher yet? Stop with a clothesline. Do something different. You have running grapples too. James, that move too. If you can stop doing that move, because he does that move all the time. Untamed again on the outside. He may not have ring escape, but he's done it more than the two people that do have it. Running Bulldog, and finally Untamed has the finisher. Untamed Legend, I don't think Untamed meant to do that. I think Midnight's just going to let him up there. All right. James, please stop doing that move. Untamed Legend. Skull Crusher finale to James. Connects. And he doesn't know how to drag people. So no more ring escapes in the match. Untamed misses the axe handle, and we want to confirm with everybody that this is now our Superstar to main event. So for Austin Deathlok will be an ED match. We apologize for the inconvenience. Well, James with the little Jimmy reverse for Midnight. So 3 good matches, and then this. Wasteland connects from Midnight. James is getting up. 1, 2. James breaks it up at 2. And by the way, I don't know if you guys can hear, even the AI audience has been booing for quite an amount of time. Midnight Mayfire off the rope, Untamed misses. James takes Midnight for a ride. Midnight stops that. So again, this is our 4th and final match of the Superstardom event. Following this, we'll shift into ED. Untamed Legend dropped. By the way, I also want to just want to let people know, we actually might not be doing entrances for the ED matches. That way we can get things done better, like more fast. Physical kick to Untamed from James. James reverses the finisher of Midnight. Untamed Legend says, hey, I have 21% momentum. Be a good time to get outside of the ring since I'm productive. Clothesline again. Dude, you have running grapples, Untamed. You have running grapples. Okay, this is literally your 90% of your offense is running moves. So... there you go. He does a running grapple. Woo. On it. These 3? I actually think I'd be okay with doing that. No, I could just make a 6-man tag with me outside. That's interesting. We might listen to your idea. Either way, though, we're continuing with what, as I said, is now our main event, R-Truth. Give both superstars a free move. You did your 4th ring escape. 2 free moves. Untamed. Everybody hit James twice. Everybody. Yeah, because he hit you a 2nd time. Alright. He did his too. 1 more front him. There you go. Alright, we can start now. We might do that then. Skull-crushing finale to Midnight Mayfire from Untamed Legend. Untamed Legend walks into the little Jimmy. James Arcobble pins him, center of the ring, and I don't think anything's going to happen this time. James gets the victory. And James gets the victory, guys. We want to let everybody know that, first off, got to give him credit, though. He does win a triple threat involving the IC champion, but we want to let everybody know we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. When we come back, we'll be returning with Extreme Distortion. No entrances for the 2nd show, just all wrestling. And of course, loading bars. We'll be back in 10 minutes here on the EIF Network.